Okay, my name is Matthew Buttle. Some of the people in the room I recognize, and I hope they still recognize me. I don't come from a drone background. I come from an aviation background. First projects were working with Airbus and Boeing on certified components for the A400, the AS350, the Boeing 747, the Boeing 727. So I take a very different approach to drones, and we take a very structured approach to drones. I work for a company called Epsilon Engineering. Now, Epsilon Engineering has never spoken at a conference before, so this is a first. You're the first to see us. We've also not really been big into advertising. A lot of what I'm going to show you today will be the first time it's ever been shown. And I'm not going to go into too much technical details. It's quite warm in here, so I just hope to show you some cool stuff. Epsilon Engineering is now 30 years old. We're a service provider to both military and civilian development programs. Our core competencies are aeronautical engineering, structural engineering, composite design and manufacture, which we've been doing for all 30 years. It's not as if composites are new to us. We've been doing it since 1988, and systems engineering. What do we do? Weapons integration. We've done the weapons integration on the Cheetah, the Hawk, the Gripen. We've done weapons integration for international clients on the Mirage 2000. We build external stores for aircraft. We do rotor systems. We build rotor blades, design and test the rotor systems. This specific one is for a flying car that was launched at the motor show in February. It's a Dutch flying car called PAL-V. We work closely with partners like the CSIR. This is an electronic warfare pod that we developed for them and has been very successful and is now hopefully going to be rolled out to the US market of all places. And we work in commercial aviation space with modifications to commercial aircraft. This specific one is for surveying, carrying German surveying payloads on certified aircraft, and we do design and build our own aircraft. This is a full carbon composite four-seater helicopter, and I'm very excited that the next move in this project is to build 5 unmanned versions of this helicopter. So what we achieve, technology breakthroughs. Epsilon Engineering is a kind of company that grabs hold of new ideas and pushes them through. We've had a lot of spin-off companies coming out of Epsilon, and aviation is not all we do. We've had spin-off companies in the medical industry. We've had spin-off companies in a lot of different industries, CNC machining, CNC tooling. We come up with innovative solutions. We try to apply the best technology to the problem at hand. If the technology doesn't quite exist, we'll even push it to do the research ourselves. But most importantly, I think, is the rapid development that comes out of Epsilon. We're a very flat structure. We're not hierarchical. We don't have a lot of red tape. We don't have a lot of paperwork to get through, and we can get developments through quite quickly, and I hope I make that apparent a little bit later. Quality production. That's one of our key points, is quality. Providing the client with an absolute world-class product at the end of the day. But most importantly, we design and manufacture drones. In terms of drones, it's been a core capability of Epsilon for many, many years. Our managing director is David Taylor. He comes out of the CSIR, was his first employment, and he was instrumental in getting the UAV programs going at the CSIR. He also worked at ATE and was instrumental in getting the division of UAVs started at ATE. So when he started Epsilon in 1988, drones and UAVs were always a passion of the company. So we make fixed-wing drones. We make rotary-wing drones. We make and design hybrid drones. And we make and design tethered drones. To date, we've done 35 plus aircraft. I say plus because I got bored counting them. Our design approach is pretty much the same as commercial manned aircraft. We do full CAD design, full FEM analysis, full CFD analysis on our UAVs. We run full manufacturing data packs, process planning sheets. All you guys that aren't from an aviation background now in UAVs realize a lot of this is about paperwork. And getting the paperwork right at the end of the day is quite important. In terms of manufacture, we manufacture our own tooling. We CNC machine the tooling, manufacture composite tooling. Just as an example, this is an empennage for a project that we finished and delivered to a customer last year. CNC manufactured a splash, and from that comes the actual composite tool that's used in the manufacture. We manufacture to a full ISO quality system. Just some examples of some products that are being manufactured. These are all from the same project that was completed last year. And then, importantly, is the testing and evaluation. We conduct material testing just to ensure that the materials we purchase are up to grade, to ensure that our processes are up to standard. We conduct the structural and functional testing. On the left, we're doing a landing gear load test. On the right, a wiffle tree load test on a wing. If you go to Boeing and you see how they test their wings, it's identical. We do flight testing. And these are what we call the money shots. Seeing an aircraft on the ground, it's a pretty picture, but when it gets in the air, those are the money shots. So if you just look at the little man on the left-hand side there, that's a 95th percentile human, 1.78 meters tall, and he just gives you a sense of scale. Here we're running through some of the drones that we've designed and manufactured. Everything from hand launch, rail launch, bungee launch, vertical takeoff, high speed, target drones. They get large. We're now into the 6 meter category. These are 6 meter airframes, some of them up to 250 kilogram takeoff weights. And this is the big boy, 15 meter wingspan. Our customers. We work with local customers, commercial, universities, research institutions, a lot of the guys around the room here. We work with international customers. And if you don't recognize any name on the screen, I'm quite sure you'll recognize the next one. Yes, we've developed a drone for Zuckerberg himself. So I'm going to talk you through just 3 of our drones, just ranging in size. This one is the MA-18. 18 standing for the wingspan. It's a 1.8 meter wingspan, hand-launched drone. All composite drone, 1.8 meter wingspan, 2.5 kilometer maximum takeoff weight. This was a 1.5 month project from development to first flight. This is a prototype flying. It's a surveillance drone, primarily for the military, packs up into a backpack. This is the maiden flight. The drone carries a gimbal that has both infrared and visual. It's got a 90-minute endurance, up to 10-kilometer range. It's quite a quick drone, so taking it out of the skies isn't a problem. These were our preliminary tests. This was just radio-controlled flight, but it is a fully autonomous drone. The one significant feature about this drone is what we call deep stall landing. So in deep stall landing, basically you completely stall the wing, so it's no longer producing lift, and the aircraft can come and land vertically. This is very useful in areas where you don't have enough place to do a skid landing, and it lands in a very, very controlled manner, upright. There you can see the stall of the airflow over the wing. And typically, these sorts of scenarios, when you're a combat operator, makes retrieving the drone very, very easy. The next aircraft I want to talk about is Swift. All composite again, 7.5 meter wingspan, 250 kilogram maximum takeoff weight, and this was a 5-month project. That's the aircraft in assembly. That was about month 3.5. And this is the aircraft complete. This was done in conjunction with a partner down in Stellenbosch. S-Plane, they develop real high-quality navigation and control equipment and communication equipment for drones, primarily in the military sector. And then the big one. All composite, 15-meter wingspan, 1.4-ton takeoff weight, fully autonomous. Now this video has, there's the complete airframe on the runway. This video is, sorry, let me carry on. I'm losing one track on my slides. In sense of scale, to get a sense of 15 meter wingspan, this is a whole factory just to do the fuselage. It was a real challenge starting to do big molds of that size. There's one of our senior technicians standing next to the drone. We manufactured 3 of these for the client. This was the maiden flight, fully autonomous. Autonomous takeoff, autonomous landing. This project the maiden flight was done in 2012 for an international customer. We've delivered the 3 airframes, delivered the tooling, and now they continue with production on their side. So what's next? Currently we're busy with 2 brand new projects. They were started in January of this year. The MA80 and the MA380. The 80 stands for an 80 kilogram maximum takeoff weight, and the 380, 380 kilogram maximum takeoff weight. These are long endurance aircraft. The MA80 is 24 hours plus. The MA380 is 20 hours. The MA380, 2,000 kilometer range. These are primarily surveillance drones, carrying the latest in surveillance equipment, state-of-the-art. We're working with partners in the UK to develop the engines, working with partners in Spain to develop the navigational systems, Australia and the UK again developing optics, and some local centers of excellence in terms of payloads. These will be launched at AAD in September. So that's making this a 7-month program for both airframes. That's not the right picture. Anyway, what I'd like to do is, we currently have 6 projects, drone projects on the go in our factory. And it's an open invitation to anybody to just come and call and visit. We like boasting about what we do. We like people who are interested in what we do. And you're more than welcome to come and visit us. We're in Littleton, Manor and Centurion. That's our telephone number. You can come talk to us afterwards. But please, you're more than welcome to come and visit us anytime and talk about drones. We make bespoke drones. We do because we can, and we fit drones to sensors. We manufacture drones to carry sensors. We don't go and buy an off-the-shelf drone and try and fit a sensor on. So please, anytime, you're more than welcome to come visit us.